Welcome to the Business SOS podcast. This is Sharon Sierra, President of Florida's Business Legal Center. This is episode 127 of our podcast. This is a New Year's edition of the podcast. By the time this drops, it'll be a new year. So I want to wish everyone a happy new year and a prosperous 2026. During the last few episodes, I've been talking about litigation quite a bit. So I thought I'd change it up a little bit this time and I'll talk about something a little more positive. As opposed to stressing you out about litigation, I want to talk about you taking that vacation that you've been dreaming about and have a great story for you. This summer, I had an incredible experience. And I went to one of those trips of a lifetime with my wife, Sharon, that's here today as my co-host. We went to Portugal for the very first time, visited Lisbon, visited Porto. We had amazing wine, food, met incredible people. And truly, we had one of those experiences that we always remember, we'll never forget. So I was so impressed with the company that took us there. It's LLV Travel. And fortunately enough, the owners live in South Florida. So I invited them to come here today as my guest to the SOS podcast, tell us about their experience, the services that they offer, and the experience that they can provide to many of our listeners. So I'm very happy to welcome Pepe and Claudia Aguirre to our show. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So I'm very, very excited. Of course, welcome, Sharon.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Second time you're my co-host.
I know you let me come back.
Yes. Ratings go up actually when you do the show. So
thank you. Thank you. I do my best. Thank you.
Thank you. So tell us about LLV Travel. What is LLV Travel and what do you do?
Well, LLV Travel, it stands Luxury Lifestyle Vacations. And it's has become like a travel club for the past 20-something years we've been doing this. And as you said, you came with us for the first time.
Yes.
However, your experience and the friendships you have created will bring you back and back and back.
We signed up again for Bordeaux.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Summer.
yeah, it's kind of addictive. We have some clients, we see them way more than our daughter.
Yes, we know that.
Because yes, all these trips, is on top of your exploring the world in a certain level of comfort. Then you come and have your adult fun with your friends and the dance and the music and the entertainment. So
take me back. How did you get started?
Well, it's been a journey here because, we started our company in 1996 and we started representing hotels when, were their ears, their eyes and everything for them in the States. Then we evolved into doing meetings and conventions because that's our specialty. And we were very, very, doing very well until September 11 happened. And that changed everything for us from one day to the next. As a matter of fact, I was on a flight on September 11 from Miami to Cancun.
Oh my God.
Waiting for my client to arrive, which of course he never arrived. And in that time, September 11 or not, you need to pay your mortgage, your car. So, so we started being creative since we have the contacts, the knowledge. We were exploring the lifestyle personally. Okay. So we said, let's try and put a group, And we started with a group to helping us pay the bills. And when we did that group precisely, it was 92? Yeah. No, 2002.
No, 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, 2002. And so it was in a hotel called Blue Bay Getaway in Cancun.
It was an adults only hotel.
Which is a Mexican family that owns that hotel. It was the first adults only hotel. And the only thing is you don't have kids jumping around, splashing you and jetting and all that. Mm-hmm. So that concept grew into a great thing for them because they were the only ones. Now there's tons. But that evolved into a lifestyle-friendly resort called Desire. So when we were there, they just acquired that property.
Got it. Okay.
And so we were in the right place at the right time with the right people. So that, they told us, oh, we bought this hotel, we want you to see it and pitch ideas. So we were part of the opening and, this from the start from the very first stone they planted. And we were there, we were going several times, and then people ask us, we've been coming, it's fun, but we want to do something else. That's when we approach other hotel chains to do this, So we buy out the hotel and convert it into Disneyland for adults.
Okay, got it.
So we have clothing optional areas, we bring our own entertainment, we have sexy theme nights, and we create a playroom, and then people can come. And then it was successful, so we started doing it in Mexico. And we went to Los Cabos, to Puerto Vallarta, but then people wanted to do more. So that's when we moved also to Europe. So we did Spain for our first one in Mallorca. And then we started going to La Costa del Sol, Estepona, Cádiz, different areas.
Okay.
Ibiza,
yes, as well. And then after a few years, cruises become a big fashion. That was 2010. So we did our first European cruise, and it was from Rome to Barcelona.
Okay.
Yep.
And it was a boutique cruise line. They were starting up because when we start approaching cruise lines, everybody, when we pitch our idea of business, and everybody say, no. And these ones, they were starting, and they said yes. So we started growing with them together, and we did 6-7 cruises with them.
7 cruises with them, yeah.
And the beauty of cruising, as you saw, is you have your standard, but then you go to different places.
Yes.
Like we went to Rome to Barcelona, but then we went to Stockholm to Amsterdam, then we went to Rio to Buenos Aires.
For New Year's, that was fun.
And so, it lets you explore different places in the world with your standard and with your adult fun and with your friends.
Yeah.
So, it has been a good journey. Now we're exploring more with river cruises like you did.
Yes.
Which in a sense, for me, river cruises are super effortless. It's no security, just you arrive, when you leave your luggage, next time you check in, it's already in your cabin. You can sign up for everything because everything's included. Tours, excursions, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the unlimited beverages and everything. And
it was so easy.
Just show up and getting in or out of the ship is super easy. Yeah. And normally they dock in a very close location, so all the attractions are walking distance too.
That's awesome. No, we had a fantastic time. Do you have any questions for them?
Yeah. So how do you create a trip that feels welcoming to new people? Because it's just, when we did the river cruise, it's a small ship. So there aren't that many people, and there are people that came on so many trips previously that they knew each other already, and then there's new people that come on. How do you create that environment for them to feel welcome and to be part of the group?
Well, one thing about these river cruises is that it's small. So it's from 50 to 85 couples. Mm-hmm. And since everything's included, so you have to meet everybody either at breakfast, at lunch, or during the tours, excursions. And our staff also makes this no cliquish group. Everybody's welcome. And if you see somebody's new, you try to introduce them to
so you have people. Staff that helps facilitate that.
Definitely. Yes. Yeah. We have host couples, and we have what we call social reps. So that's their duty, If they see somebody in a corner, alone, it's come and see. And we do also
the newbies cocktail,
these meet and greets and newbies cocktails, and yes. So that's the way to integrate the new people, and they feel welcome, And then you find your pace and your friends and who you are compatible, and you take it from there.
Everybody was very friendly, and we were the first timers there. In terms of our experience with the Portugal cruise, we were one of the few ones that were the first timers at the river cruise.
Yeah.
There were people there that haven't gone there for 10 years or more.
Yeah.
And that really impressed me because that, people, there are plenty of cruises out there. There's a lot of competition in your field, but they still go into you year after year, sometimes 2 or 3 cruises per year. Obviously they're retired. So to do that. So what sets you apart? And I kind of know the answer, but I want to explain it to me, that makes you different, that people come back to you over and over again.
I think they like the familiarity, and they told us, they feel every time they come, it's kind of like a school reunion. That's how they feel like, with our team also, that they feel just welcome. They feel like they could be comfortable in the environment that we create for them. So part of that is they say, "Oh, I love to come back and see our our friends that we met in the last, event, and they're looking forward to meet them again." So I think part of it is that.
And people also keep in touch as well. That we know there are some people that we met at the Portugal cruise that are going to Brazil.
Yeah.
So people make those connections. So when you go back, you're seeing your friends that you met before. So that makes it very exciting, and it's kind of fun to see that.
Yes.
As well. You mentioned the host couples and the staff. What do they do?
Well, they help us because we cannot be everywhere we will, So we try to do dinners with all the clients. So we would do, for example, like groups of 10 or 8, depending, the size of the event, and then they sit with them and everything. Sometimes some couples don't know like the other couples, right? So what they do is and they don't know who they're going to have dinner with. They're like, some of them could be shy. So they ask them, hey, you want to have dinner with us or drinks with us? And then they put the couples together and they break the ice, during the dinner time. And that way helps, introduce them to other couples. And that helps, to break the ice kind of thing, So
the way they're too shy, at least it makes that introduction.
Exactly.
Correct. And also
we rotate.
Welcome them, since people arrive, there's somebody smiling and welcoming you and telling you what to do, where to go, etc. And they're always on call and attentive. And we have a hospitality desk on board, and they are there for any questions, whatever it is. It's about the program or the activities or issues, even getting back to what are the options, trains, taxis, Uber, anything, That's why we are there to assist you, to make your trip as easy and effortless for you. We take you by the hand in any destination for you to not to worry and just enjoy.
One thing that impressed me, many things that impressed me, one of them is that the staff of your staff, the staff of the ship as well, made sure that everyone had transportation to leave.
Yeah.
Yes, it's part of, the service we provide.
When, in other cruise lines, you're on your own. You're like out there with your luggage. Good luck getting home. They wanted to make sure that we had transportation out of that ship, if somebody was going to pick us up.
Yes.
And a funny story happened to us. So we arranged for, the transportation was one of those was like a van.
Like a car service.
A car service. And then apparently another group also went ahead and arranged for a car service, but theirs was separate.
So we arranged with another couple, so it wasn't just the two of us. Yes. So it was the numbers.
There's this, there were 6, we were 4. For some strange reason, they got us into the wrong van.
Oh.
So, an hour into the trip back from Porto to Lisbon, which is about a 3.5-hour drive.
Yeah.
We heard the driver in English and Portuguese speaking, things were getting serious. And he told us, I think we picked up, you're not my passengers. And we're like, what? Yeah, you're not my passengers. I have to go back.
Oh, wow.
So we went all the way back to Porto.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's not your fault. It was kind of funny.
We were surprised when they kept wanting to make stops along the way to give us, restaurants, what restaurants and what stops would you like to make? And we're like, no, we just want to get back.
Exactly.
Oh,
One
they
way.
were like a tour, so they were
Yes,
giving
so
the
they
other.
booked a tour.
Okay,
Yes.
wow.
The book a tour on the way back, and then
And yours was that transfer.
Yes.
it was strictly transfer, and we were like, "We'll pay you whatever you want. Just take us back." take us. So we're halfway through. Said, "No, I got to go back." I said, "Okay." So it took us back. So we made the change. It was kind of funny back then.
Yeah.
Back now, it is funny. So, but yeah, those things happen. But they made sure that was really not the fault. Well, it's kind of the fault of the staff because they put us in the wrong van. So I think so. Yeah.
That was the driver.
The driver
did not
the
confirm
driver,
the
actually,
name.
the driver should have. They never check names, which is interesting. The driver should have checked the name. But what happened? So the group booked it separately.
Okay.
And also the other group was 6 and we were 4, which
Yes.
should have been
A clue.
a clue.
Yeah.
But-
So, but those things happen. So it was kind of funny. It's kind of a funny travel story. This is a business legal show. A question that I have, being an attorney, how do you handle contracting, especially with vendors from another country?
Well, most of these cruise lines are based on, or they have offices in the States.
Okay.
There's just a few places that we do, and it's a foreign country, Canada, or when we went to Brazil, or when we go to Cap d'Agde, this fun place in south of France. All of those are foreign negotiations or contracts. And the tough ones are the French, because we have been there like 12 times, and every time it's like starting over with them. But I think everything is more or less under control, and we know, because most of the cruise lines are standard contracts that you have, and you negotiate a few things like, extended hours or for the bar or entertainment or whatever. But we have it now. I think we have it after
20 years.
20 years. I think we know what we are doing. And also, fortunately for us, we've been in the business all this time. So I was telling you at the beginning, we knock on the doors and everyone say no. Now they knock on our door to get our business. So
Yes.
that's a good thing too.
Well, you have earned that. Congratulations. You certainly have earned that. It takes a lot of work to do that. Client at a time. This is such a personal business. You can only do it one couple at a time.
It is.
It's not a group,
That's when we decide to put the name luxury to our company. We knew we'll never be about masses of people or huge groups or nothing. I think the most we do is 300 people, 300 couples. 600 people.
600.
So, and that's like Crystal Cruise, which is I don't know.
That's right.
It's a very, very ultra luxury product, and we twist that to our needs, and they love us. We love them, and that's a great one that you need to experience. Absolutely.
Looking forward to that. You have any questions?
Yeah. So when you say that we need to experience that, what is the one trip, the once in a lifetime trip that you would recommend to somebody?
Well, if you are in this lifestyle, definitely Cap d'Agde in the south of France. You need to go at least once. And it's a place that is so unique than any other destination, because this started like in the 60s as a naturist village when the hippies and all that, and it has evolved over the years. Now it's party town, and it's 40,000 people, and it's just a village, a town that operates from mid-May to mid-September.
Oh,
It's seasonal
It's
because the
seasonal,
weather
yeah,
is
for the
not
weather.
good,
Yeah.
It's cold, and if you want to be nude, all clothing optional, you need the warm. So
that is true.
absolutely. But it's so unique because, it's funny because like you go to the beach and there's families and there's gays, lesbians, and lifestyle people. And people like you go to the beach, there's a section, nobody has, it's not a sign or nothing. It's here are the families, here are the lifestyle, here are the gays, it happens. And what also is great is you can go from a pizza by the slice to a very fancy restaurant. You have everything there. And most of these are apartments or condos, and you have a kitchenette. So you go to the supermarket and you can go naked,
I don't know.
and everybody has a picture in the supermarket naked. It's a unique place. But then at night it transforms because it's there's a lot of clubs and restaurants, and as I mentioned, and everybody dress up. In Europe, people dress up at night, and it's very cool, very fun. There's all sorts of clubs, and so that will be one place. Which one you think is another place that you?
For me, I mean, that is one of also because of how it is. But I like to go to like the safaris. For me, is one of the ones that I really enjoy. Or
That
even,
looked amazing.
Yeah, those for me it's still one of my favorites because I love animals. So just to be so close to them, that was still one of my favorites. We did so we're actually having 2 more coming up, next year. So I'm super excited about those. Yeah.
How do you create these experiences, or better yet, how do you vet the tours?
We send, part of it is when we talk to our clients, we listen to them of what places they would like to go, and we research them. And then we also send surveys as well. And also we have our own favorite ones. So we can, also we add them there and we put a list as which ones do you think, will be the place that you would like to come. And then we research on them, and that's when we put them together.
Do you go in advance sometimes to experience these tours?
Most of the times we go in advance. It's rarely that we don't.
One that we didn't do was Antarctica. So that was that we didn't do before. That takes so long, to get there and everything. So we went for the first time with everybody. So and it was amazing. That was a really, really. It's like going to another planet. If you haven't gone, I really recommend it. This is really beautiful.
What would you say would be like a first-time trip?
A first time for somebody that is for the first time?
Yep. I think river cruises are
easy, so I think that could be one.
Because it's not overwhelming and it's so easy, it's very effortless, everything. And people integrate very well. You get to know people. And I always have this analogy about, the lifestyle, that what we create in our events is like a buffet. So whatever you are interested in, you go and grab, and if you taste it and like it, then you go for more. If you don't like it, then you leave it alone, And that's the way we do, in our vacations. Basically, everything is like a regular vacation, but with your friends. It's only couples. And then normally we added a few things, the sexy entertainment and the theme nights and the playroom. But that's things that you can participate or not, or you can.
Yeah, nobody forces you to anything.
Nobody's obligated to do nothing. And again, we do it very social, so we try to integrate and meet and put people together in these trips.
So what type of, you're talking about the couples, what type of age range and professions that you have seen coming to your events?
Well, I think the demographics are like late 30s,
and then
mid 60s.
I will say mostly that most of the couple will be like 45 to mid 60s. But we have also
depends on the trips, because like cruises are a little more pricey. But we do events like we just came back from Playa del Carmen, and we had that 5-star resort, and for 7 nights for a couple was $4,000. No?
Something like more or less.
So
there, the demographics were younger.
That brings the new blood, the new people.
New younger couples. Okay.
Also, we did like 4 years or 5 years a Miami takeover, and it was that's also like it's only 4 nights, so a lot of and that's when we also do the day passes. So that's when like also a younger crowd
and local people from South Florida can come.
There's also a way to introduce LLV to a new group of potential clients as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Something that I noticed as well is the number of professionals that were at the Portugal cruise, and it's probably because of the price range, but also the experience and the time. There were at least 5 attorneys.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Doctors.
Yes.
There's
Doctors.
Lots of doctors. Yeah.
So
a lot of self-made people,
Entrepreneurs. Yeah.
That's true.
Yes. And I think these people, again, doesn't, in a regular vacation, people are bragging of what they have and this and that. And here, no, it's more about the people. And then this guy owns all this, I have this, and all these successful places.
But it also helps us as a networking event, because at the end of the, I have, a lot of friends, start getting, I called you and I need a lawyer or this and that or a doctor, and they start talking to each other, and they become also, for networking, which is great.
Yes. No question.
Yeah. What's one thing that most travel companies don't do that you offer?
More the personalized service. I think that's one of them, because our events are more petite, and also more exclusive events. We'll say, we go to the more like upscale cruise lines or resorts. Yeah.
Privacy. I think privacy is the number one thing. We never share your information. We never advertise or do. We never show about our clients. And then service, I think, is also the thing. And bucket list destinations, like Claudia was saying, we went to Antarctica. We were the first ones to charter, to go there, We did Alaska. We are going to Egypt this coming January.
In January.
So, we are adding all these bucket list destinations that normally you don't go.
You might not even hear about.
Exactly. Yes. So we are, as we mentioned, it's a travel club now. And we take you to different places of the world that you want to go. Normally you go to these places and, it's like Muslim country and it will be very different and boring. But with us, it's going to be way more fun and with your friends.
What do you have coming up for next year? What are some exciting trips?
Well, we start the year with Egypt, as I mentioned. Then we have, we're going to do a group to Cancun. Then in Memorial Weekend, then we go to Cap d'Agde, the south of France. We go every year to that one week. And we combine it with, next year is going to be Bordeaux, which I'm so glad you're joining us.
Usually the summer is Europe.
So we do the summers in Europe. And then we have, ¿qué tenemos después? We have the Montreal cruise, Montreal to Boston, in the fall. That's in October 2nd to 9th. In this super nice, ultra luxury cruise line.
Yeah, the food there is fantastic. If you're a foodie, you will love it. Yeah,
the food on the cruise was amazing, and the food in Portugal was second to none.
Yes. Absolutely.
We'll go there tomorrow if we can. Yeah.
I know. I would go back tomorrow.
So beautiful, right?
Vámonos. Let's go.
The thing about service is that things that impress me about your companies that, Claudia, you were there all the time. You experienced the tours with everybody else. You couldn't make it, but you were recovering.
I know.
And I'm glad you're doing well. But you experienced everything like everybody else, and if anything was not up to your standard, you could immediately address it.
Yes.
And
that's part of what we also bring our team is to be, for example, we divide like us and the tours between like the bosses, right? So everybody has to be represented. Like you have always one of our representatives in the tours. So that way, you will find somebody from LLV, on your tour.
So you got one staff member always goes on one tour.
Always.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's part of the experience you have, because if anything,
you can
there's somebody that you
right
can
there for any situation you have. It seems a headache that you want something or you want to return to the cruise or you're not feeling well or anything, That's why we have our people right there.
No, that's very important. So I think the personalized service, I believe, sets you apart. And that's why I believe people come back more often, not only for the people, but also the service you provide.
And it fosters that community.
Yes.
That feeling of community and family.
Yeah. That's what we call it.
Everybody is welcome. We call it the family.
The family, the friends and family.
You become kind of family.
Yes.
But it's your friends, it's the family.
Yes, it is. It is a family environment, and we've met some of the people that have attended some of your cruises, and they're a family. Yeah, and we were fortunate enough to have welcomed us into their family as well.
Yeah, that's
So,
part of
yeah,
it, I mean, like during, in between the events, people get to see each other also and
Yes.
get in contact. And I think that's part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you get people from all over the country, all over the world to your cruises, not just only Florida.
Correct. Our main core of clients are from the States, from different parts, but also we have people from Canada, Mexico,
Sri Lanka,
yeah, Europe.
Europe.
So it happens you're visiting Italy. Oh, remember that couple? And then you get in touch. And normally they take you by the hand and show you their homes, their places, and everything,
Yeah, so you have clients all over the world.
Yes.
And anybody listening today, you don't have to be in the United States, Europe, anywhere else, Canada,
No, and it's great. Like we just experienced, we were moving, to Spain because we're half here and half in Spain now, and we literally were connecting for like 5 hours or 6 hours in Madrid, and we have one of our clients which is they are there, and they say, "Oh my God, are you stopping in Madrid?" And say, "Yeah." So they went to pick us up at at the airport, literally for like they toured us around, took us for lunch and everything, and they drove us back. To the airport. And we spent instead of those 5 hours at the airport, we went around Madrid, which was really, really nice,
I'd love to visit that city at some point.
Yeah.
It's a good friend if they pick you up at the airport.
Yeah.
I know, but that's what I mean. It's like they went all the way, and they took us to the home, and they have all like an olive farm
And pistachios.
and pistachios. So we got they're fresh olives, and
wow.
that was amazing, and they treat us like family. That's what I'm saying, and it was so nice.
So I have a few more minutes for this segment, but I want to make sure that I ask you, how do people find you?
You could go visit our website, LLV as in Victor, club.com. And also you could find us in social media as LLV Club. We're in Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything.
Yes.
And we'll have the link to your website in our show notes as well, because our listeners can, if they're on Apple Podcast, Spotify, they can actually click there, and also on our YouTube channel as well. So they'll be able to
That'll be
find
great.
us as well.
Yes.
The
Come and join the family guys.
yes. No, this is the. Do you have a few more minutes to talk a little bit more for our next segment as well? I'm going to do another segment after this to continue the conversation.
Of course. Yes.
Yes. So
Pleasure.
I'm very glad you made this. You joined me today as a guest, and I want to thank Sharon for being a co-host.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a surprise. I was
Thank you for having us. Absolutely.
Thank you.
So let me close the show first. I want to wish everyone and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you.
Since the episode will be airing, I think January 2nd.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Or the Tuesday after the taping today. But wish everybody a Happy New Year, success 2026. We're so excited about doing now our second cruise. We're not going to be first timers anymore.
I
so
know. Now you're going to be welcoming
Yes, welcoming
first-timers.
new couples coming in, and no, that's very exciting as well. And so as I close the show, if you want to reach me, my email is rich, RSCH, at richsierra.com. If you're interested in our legal services, my website is floridasmallbusinesslegalcenter.com. If you want to give us a call, my number is 866-842-5202. If you want to watch this podcast via video, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/@RichardSierra. Remember, you want to check out our book, Business SOS, 8 Common Legal Mistakes Business Owners Make and How to Avoid Them. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and wherever you're in your local bookstores as well. This is it for today. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year. Remember that my goal is to help you succeed.